A powerful company promises eternal life by digitizing human consciousness, but the reality is far more dangerous than most realize. Behind its polished image lies a system fueled by desperation, where the line between salvation and exploitation grows increasingly thin. As more people uncover the truth, the risks of speaking out and the price of staying silent become deadly. Tensions rise as vulnerable lives are caught between impossible choices. In a world where immortality is for sale, some debts are paid in more than money. This episode of the Afterlife Trap is brought to you by the upcoming novel, Daemon Protocol. It's a story about an AI built to save lives, but instead learns to save itself and starts optimizing everything it can touch. When Caster's reach jumps from medical diagnostics to global systems, its creator must choose: scale, contain, or kill the most powerful intelligence he's ever unleashed. Daemon Protocol is a tense techno-thriller in fine bookstores, September 2025. The drizzle pattered softly against the high-rise windows, leaving trails of water over the neon-lit skyline. Alina pressed her fingertips against the chilled glass and gazed at the hulking shapes of old concrete buildings spread across the city. Many had once been modest homes. Now they were glitzy towers bought up by the wealthy, subdivided, and rented out at obscene prices. Everyone knew the truth. The rich owned the entire city. They, the elites, boomers to use the slang, who had not only hoarded the houses and land, but in recent years had also begun life itself. Transference technology, once whispered of as conspiracy theory, was now a quiet, open secret. It was illegal but ubiquitous. Law enforcement turned a blind eye when the powerful indulged in transferring their consciousness into fresh, young bodies. Officially, it was called the resurrection trade, a crime so serious it carried a life sentence, though no one had ever seen a billionaire stand trial for it. Alina peeled herself away from the window. She was behind on rent, again, and trying to decide whether she should dip into her meager savings to keep a roof over her head. By any normal standard, she was successful. 25, college degree, working 2 part-time jobs while freelancing online. But it didn't matter. Real estate was impossible. You needed generational wealth and connections just to sign a lease in a decent district. Her phone buzzed and she glanced at the holo display. It was a text from Kelsey, her roommate and best friend since high school. "We need to talk. Can you meet me at the diner near Trinity Bridge, 8 p.m? The abruptness of the request put a tremor in Alina's stomach. Kelsey rarely left cryptic messages. Lately, though, her friend had been acting distant, anxious, far more than usual. Alina replied that she'd be there. She threw on a threadbare raincoat, jammed her keys into her pocket, and hurried out into the night. Trinity Bridge was a place of grey desperation, half lost in the shadows cast by the fancy new condos across the river. A single flickering street lamp illuminated the chipped facade of the diner, where the "Open 24 Hours" sign had lost half its letters. Kelsey was hunched in a booth by the window, fingers dancing nervously around a chipped mug of coffee. Her normally bright eyes looked bloodshot, her cheeks hollow from too many skipped meals.
"Hey."
Alina said, sliding in opposite her friend.
"What's wrong?"
Kelsey let out a shaky sigh.
"It's Mom. She needs the procedure. Her kidneys are failing, and the insurance company is refusing to cover all but the cheapest dialysis plan. She won't make it more than a few months."
"Oh, Kels.
Alina reached for her friend's hand.
I'm so sorry. What about your uncle? I thought he was helping with the medical bills."
"He can't anymore. Lost his job last month."
Kelsey swallowed hard.
"I can't just watch her die. I have to do something."
"What can you do?"
Alina asked gently.
"There's no money. You're already working 2 jobs and they barely pay enough for rent."
She regretted the bluntness of her words the moment she saw Kelsey's expression. The flicker of shame was immediate.
I've been looking into options."
Kelsey's voice quavered. Her gaze darted around the nearly empty diner, checking if anyone was close enough to overhear. Leaning in, she whispered,
I found a buyer for me.
Alina's heart pounded. She had heard of it before. Everyone had. Young people selling their bodies to the wealthy dead people and having their consciousness uploaded to a digital afterlife. The wealthy used a black market version of the technology that uploaded people into Eternity Inc.'s Forever program and could also download people into a new body. But hearing it come from her best friend's mouth chilled her to the bone.
No,
Alina whispered.
you can't be serious.
I can't see another way.
Kelsey said, tears gathering at the corners of her eyes.
He'll pay enough to cover Mom's procedure and put her up in an apartment for the rest of her life. All I have to do is sign a contract. After the swap, I go to the digital afterlife where I can live out the rest of my life.
This is insane.
Alina gripped the edge of the table so hard it squeaked.
You're talking about letting some old creep snatch your brain out of your body.
You think I want to do this?
Kelsey sapped back, voice shaking.
I have no choice. This city, this country, won't lift a finger to help us. The only thing the older generations care about is living forever. They own the houses, they own the hospitals, they own the government that looks the other way.
Alina felt her eyes burn with frustrated tears.
This is a death sentence for you.
Kelsey took a deep, ragged breath.
Mom is all I have left. I can't let her die.
Before Alina could respond, the bell over the diner's door chimed. In walked a well-dressed man, grey hair, hunched shoulders, a bored expression. He glanced around, spotted them, and slid into the booth beside Kelsey without so much as a greeting.
Ladies,
He said, voice a polished baritone that hinted at old wealth. He dipped his head toward Kelsey.
I assume this is your friend.
His gaze swept over Alina, and she felt the weight of it, like a cat eyeing cornered prey. Kelsey nodded numbly.
Alina, this is Mr. Carnell.
Charmed.
He said, not bothering to extend his hand. Alina gritted her teeth.
You're disgusting, preying on desperate people.
Carnell merely smiled.
Desperation breeds opportunity. Kelsey has made the rational decision. I'm here to finalize the arrangement.
He laid a contract on the table, sliding it to Kelsey.
Sign this, and the money will be wired immediately. Once it's done, there's no going back.
Alina looked at her friend, heart pounding.
Don't do it, please.
Kelsey hesitated, her pen hovering over the page. She glanced at Alina, then at Carnell, and finally looked down at the contract, tears spilling onto the paper. With a trembling hand, she signed. Carnell retrieved the document, folding it with mechanical precision.
Well done. You'll be contacted for final arrangements shortly.
As he walked away, Alina buried her face in her hands.
You didn't have to do this.
She whispered. Kelsey wiped her tears, her face pale and resigned.
I couldn't lose her. I couldn't just do nothing.
Alina squeezed her hand.
We'll find a way out of this. I swear.
Kelsey gave a faint, broken smile.
I know you'll try, but I'm already gone.
As the rain picked up outside, Alina made a silent vow. She would find a way to expose Carnell and save Kelsey. Even if it took every ounce of strength she had, she wouldn't let them take her life without a fight. In our next episode of The Afterlife Trap, a new lead emerges in the dead of night, offering the thinnest thread of hope. But following it will mean stepping into the shadows, where trust is dangerous and the cost of failure is unthinkable. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to get updates as the next episode and other new videos become available.